Welcome, guys, to another podcast. This is our second podcast on the channel. Today is Friday, June 28th, 2018. We are less than a week away from July 4th. Creator Films will be at Tweetsie Road on July 4th. Creator Films will not be filming this year in Danville in the Denton at Denton Farm Park on the Henry Railroad, but there is a slight possibility that we will be returning for the second time next year for their anniversary. I believe it's going to be their 50th anniversary. We were there, I think, in 2015 or 2016 when we were there. So we have a video that will be coming out Saturday night at 7 p.m. 6 Central Time. Podcasts don't really have a set, day for upload, so that's one of the things you can just always keep for lookout. We hope you have enjoyed the first podcast. So let's just get started on the first thing, and that is the July 4th celebration, or celebrating July 4th. We will be, I will be at Tweetsie Road. So if you would like to be on a podcast, I would be very interested in making a podcast while I'm at Tweetsie Road. So maybe like when I'm eating dinner, I can take some time to do a podcast then at the Hacienda or right before the fireworks. And we can just do that while we wait. It's really up to you. Number 190, if you haven't seen the post, so number 190 is out and running. So I'm very glad that she's running. Well, I mean, every real fan, there are some times where we're disappointed when we can't see our the engines that we'd like to see on certain dates. But I mean, that's how real fanning is. But I'm just so glad that 190 is going to be running because I just haven't. I don't know if. Let me look back. I've only seen her run once this year, and I think I've only seen number 12 run once as well. Yeah, that's it. But no, I've seen number 12 run twice. But anyways, So Need for Steam season. Oh yeah, so Need for Steam. So we will hopefully, because I don't want to make any promises, but you can expect a Need for Steam video for July 4th at Tweetsie Road. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of filming, so because I'm going to try to get as much video content, not just for this channel, but for my other channel as well. That way I can get out some videos. I'll also have some airplane videos that I have yet to release, so that will probably be going on to the CF Extra channel sometime in the future. So number 190 will be running. She might even be have that little have the American flag on her front plow, or what they call cow catcher. Which I like it. I remember I was at Tweetsie Railroad. I'm gonna tell you a couple stories about Tweetsie Road. Me growing up. All right. So growing up at Tweetsie Road, one of the memories I remember was when I was at Tweetsie, it was about a week before July 4th, and they had 12 was running at the time, so this was before they had 190. I mean, this was before they had 190 out and running for July 4th. So of course they had 190 before I was even born, but this was before 190 was out and running. This was about a week before July 4th, and I went up and I was at Tweetsie and with mom, with my mother, and they had 12 running, and they had her decorated for July 4th. So she had flags on her, and she also had that big flag on her cow catcher, which I thought that was pretty surprising because it was like a week out. And then I go up there the next week, but they have 190 running, but she's not really. I mean, she has some American flags on her, but I mean, she wasn't decorated. I looked at number 12. I saw number 12 was just sitting in the shed. Cause yeah, I mean, for those who don't know, it has. For those who've like just started watching all the YouTube videos of Tweetsie Railroad during July 4th, in 2015, there was only like maybe one Tweetsie July 4th video out there. And I think that was by JF Photography. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Yeah, let me look it up real quick. Yeah, yeah. And I always wondered why there was only, and when I looked, I couldn't really find one before that. So I was like, why isn't there any, well, of the train at least? And it wasn't until really that I saw JF Video Photo, Tweetsie Railroad 190, July 4th, 2015. And that was the same year that I uploaded my Tweetsie Railroad, July 4th, 2015, for Tweetsie Railroad. Which I'll be honest, out of all the thumbnails I've ever had, if I were to pick one, if you're asking me, okay, Jacob, what is your favorite thumbnail? I would say the one of Tweetsie Road, July 4th, 2015. I mean, I didn't really take that picture because, sorry for that verb, yeah. This is uncut, so you hear everything. For those who don't know, you have to have like, until you get a certain amount of subscribers and views, you're not allowed, because there's these different milestones for YouTubers when they're starting out, and you have to wait until you can be able to set your own custom thumbnail. So, I'm pretty sure I didn't use like a thumbnail. I may have, but I think it's just the timing, and also, or it could have been that it's been so long ago I don't quite remember, or it could have been that I took a screenshot in post. So, I mean, July 4th. Here are my favorite Tweetsie Railroad. Here are my favorite Tweetsie Railroad events. So my top 5. All right, so I have to go from. I'm gonna go from 5 to 1. It's gonna be hard though. But my number 5 would have to be the Frisbee Dogs. No. Number 5 would have to be Riders in the Sky, because I actually like the Riders in the Sky. Number 4 would have to be Canines and Fight Frisbee Dogs. Number 3 would have to be July 4th. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. Here's my top events. So, number 7 is Riders in the Sky. Right. Number 6 is the Canines and Fight Frisbee Dogs. Number 8, number 8. Number 5 is I want to say it's it's July 4th. Number 4 is what would be number 4 would be Ghost Train. I got it all confused. Okay, I'm gonna start from the top to bottom. Okay, for my favorite. Here's my top 5. Number 1 is Real Fun Weekend. I call it Real Fun Weekend. Other people call it. It will always be my number 1. Number 2 is Ghost Train. Number 3 is Tweety Christmas. Number 4 is July 4th, and number 5 is Riders in the Sky. I grew up watching Riders in the Sky, and I loved them. I haven't seen them in a while. Tweety Road. It's been a long time, but I like their songs for Tweety Road, which you can check up on the Tweety Road not Facebook page, but their website on the Sounds of Tweety. So, yeah, we are currently I'm just currently waiting for July 4th to roll around, so I can get that. One of my favorite, so back to my memories. So, growing up at Tweety Railroad, I like to say, would also have to be like Ghost Train, and just like waiting in line for it. Just like waiting in line to ride the train. I remember the first time I was ever at Tweety, I was like a toddler, and that was the first time I actually saw the engine swap or switch. And then I got to see that again in 2018, which was pretty cool. So yeah. So on other news, you can still expect to see the regular occurrence of airplanes on this channel. And I don't really like doing the photo slides, because it's just something so easy to make, but at the end of the day, it's really not enjoyable as would be a regular video with sound. So I hope you guys will enjoy the Spirit Airlines Charlotte Airport. Spirit Airlines is new to Charlotte, so what that is, it's new within this past week or so, and I was there June 25th, so that's pretty recent. And I did so basically one of their planes was coming from Fort Lauderdale, I believe, and I think it was, I can't remember where it was going, but it was maybe Columbus or somewhere. I'm not too sure. But it was going or arriving from Fort Lauderdale. And I filmed them actually servicing the aircraft, and then getting it ready, filling it up and stuff like that. Putting the cargo bags in there, that sort of thing. And I sped it up so it wouldn't be so boring. With that being said, I'm probably going to wait until it airs that way, so it won't be as a surprise. So on another note, let's talk about the excursions a little bit more for the 4501. So, another 4501. What am I saying? The 4014. I get those two numbers very mixed up sometimes. Union Pacific. I'm typing this right now. I should have it already. I already should have it out, but I don't. So the UP Steam schedule. So I'm reading off of the Union Pacific's website, so you can go look that on www.up.com, all lowercase. 2019 Union Pacific Steam schedule. Celebrating the 150th anniversary of the Transcontinental Railroad's completion. Union Pacific's History Big Boy steam locomotive number 4014 is touring the Union Pacific system throughout 2019 to commemorate the Transcontinental Railroad's 150th anniversary. The Big Boy's return to the rails is the product of more than 2 years of meticulous restoration work by the Union Pacific Steam Team. Number 4014 is the world's only operating Big Boy locomotive. Due to the dynamic nature of these operations, running times and scheduled stops are subject to change. The most accurate steam schedule information will always be located on this page. So, you can join the Union Pacific Steam Club to be notified on major schedule updates, and small schedule changes will be communicated via the UP Steam Club Facebook group and the UP Steam Twitter feed located at twitter.com/UP_Steam, all lowercase for that one. So, the Great Race Across the Midwest. Now, unfortunately, none of this I will be able to actually film. Sadly, no. Because, I mean, when you think about, I'm really going to college. I didn't really plan all this. But hopefully one day I will be able to do something like this. But, I mean, I just don't have the money right now. I'm just getting by with, to be honest, I'm just getting by with filming, with getting my camera equipment. Like, I just uploaded 4K. So even though, I mean, I might have a video, it might cost me $1,000 or so for all this stuff to require me to be able to get the video out there with transportation and all the logistics stuff. And at the end of the day, I'm not at that point yet where it can make me money. I can make money off that YouTube video yet. So, that being said, I'm okay with that, but there'll be plenty of other chances later on. And if there's not really a steam excursion that I can get to later on, there can always be diesels. There could always be other stuff that, even if it's not train related, there'll be some viewership, hopefully. But, yeah. So, the Great Race Across the Midwest. The Big Boy 4014 is headed back out on the Union Pacific system beginning July 8th for a tour, taking it through Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Monday, July 8th, they will depart 8 a.m. Mountain Time, Cheyenne, Wyoming, the Union Pacific steam shops. And they will arrive at 9:30 to the Pine Bluffs, Wyoming, and they'll depart there at 10:15. So I guess they're just going to take on like some water and stuff. I don't know if they need to take on water, because that's the thing though. How much water is she going to be carrying? Is she going to be carrying 2 water auxiliary tanks? I don't know. Arrival. So she will be arriving to Sydney, Nebraska, not Sydney, Australia, but Sydney, Nebraska, at 12:15 p.m. Mountain Time. She will depart on Tuesday, July 9th, at 8 a.m. Mountain Time from Sydney, Nebraska, and she will arrive at Julesburg, Colorado, the Old Depot, at 9:15 a.m. and depart at 9:30 a.m. I guess that's just to take on stuff. But it looks like this Great American Race is the only like excursion that they really have for this year. Because if you're counting this as one big excursion, then yeah. So then she will be leaving. She'll be arriving at Ogallala, Nebraska. At 10:30 a.m., leaving at 11:15 a.m., and arriving at North Platte, Nebraska at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. In downtown. So like, she's going to be staying in North Platte for one whole day, and she's not going to be open to the public. Wow. All right, well, okay, so, I mean, there's going to be so many opportunities this year. I mean, the best luck I would have is if I went up to West Chicago and just filmed her a little bit. So, she will depart North Platte, Nebraska at 8 a.m. So, I'm just going to say the towns that she's going to. So, she's going to be going Thursday. She's going to be going to Grand Island, Nebraska, with stops in between at Lexington, Nebraska, and Gibbon, Nebraska. On July 12th, she will be going to Omaha, Nebraska, on Union Pacific's home plate, 12th Street and Cumming, with stops in between at Central City, Columbus, and Fremont. Saturday, July 13th, she will be at the Omaha Railroad Days, so paid admission required. From then all the way up to the 14th. So on Monday, July 15th, she will be leaving. So it's going to be the Union Pacific Museum special. So I guess that this will be like an excursion within itself. But she'll be departing from Omaha and arriving in Boone, Iowa, with stops in between Denison, Iowa, Carroll, Iowa. So that excursion is already sold out. Tuesday, July 16th, she'll be departing Boone, Iowa, and heading towards Mason City, Iowa, with stops in between Nevada, Iowa, Iowa Falls, Iowa. July 17th, which is a Wednesday, she'll be going towards St. Paul, Minneapolis, with stops in between Albert Lea, Minneapolis, Owatonna, Minneapolis, and Northfield, Minneapolis. Oh, not Minnesota. Everyone's screaming at me right now. It's Minnesota. My bad. Minnesota. Alright. Minneapolis is own town. So she will be on display at St. Paul, Minnesota from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursday, July 18th. On Friday, July 19th, she'll be heading to Duluth, Minnesota, with a stop in between at Bruno, Minnesota. Saturday, July 20th, she will be on display at Duluth, Minnesota from 9 to 6 Central Time. Sunday, July 21st, She will be departing Duluth and arriving in Superior, Wisconsin, which both times will be no public access. On Monday, July 22nd, she will be departing Superior, Wisconsin. She will be traveling through Bruno again and then arriving back to St. Paul on Kellogg Boulevard. Tuesday, July 23rd, she will be departing from St. Paul and arriving in Altoona, Wisconsin, with a stop in between at Baldwin, Wisconsin. Wednesday, July 24th, she'll be departing Altoona, Wisconsin, and arriving at Adams, Wisconsin, with a stop in Maryland, Wisconsin, and Warrens, Wisconsin. Thursday, July 25th, she will be leaving Adams and arriving to Butler, Wisconsin, with a stop in Friesland. Or Friesland. I don't know how you say it, but it's spelled like as if it looks like Friesland. Friday, July 26th, she will be departing Butler and arriving at West Chicago, Illinois, at the Union Pacific Larry's S. Provo Training Center. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a nice place. She will be at West Chicago from Saturday, July 27th to Monday, July 29th. She will be on display each day, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time. Tuesday, July 30th. Tuesday, July 30th, 3-0. She will be departing from West Chicago, Illinois, and she will be arriving at Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with stops in between at Rochelle, Illinois, Clinton, Iowa, and Wheatland, Iowa. Wednesday, July 31st, she will be leaving Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and arriving at Des Moines, Iowa, with stops in between at Belle Plaine, Iowa, Marshalltown, Iowa, and Elkhart, Iowa. August 1st, she will be on display at Des Moines, Iowa, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time. This is on a Thursday, August 1st. Friday, August 2nd, it will be departing Des Moines at 8 a.m. and it will be arriving to Omaha, Nebraska at 6:45 p.m. Central Time, with stops in between at Boone, Iowa, Carroll, Iowa, and Woodbine, Iowa. Saturday, August 3rd, it will be on display at Omaha, Nebraska, at the Durham Museum from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time, Saturday, August 3rd. And you can experience the Union Pacific rail car. What does that look like? Oh, wow, that actually is a nice car. That is a really nice car. It actually says that experience the Union Pacific. Okay, I think it's like Norfolk's observatory car, something like that. Same style. Sunday, August 4th, she will be departing Omaha, Nebraska, and arriving at Grand Island, Nebraska, with stops in between at Fremont, Columbus, and Central City. Monday, August 5th, she'll be departing Grand Island, Nebraska, and arriving at North Platte, Nebraska, with stops in between at Kearney and Cozad. Tuesday, August 6th, she will be at North Platte, Nebraska, and should be on display from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. with Experience the Union Pacific Railcar. So the Experience the Union Pacific Railcar, I mean, that's going to be happening at multiple locations that I've already said so far. So yeah, so that's going to be throughout the trip. You can actually experience that. Wednesday, August 7th, she will be departing North Platte, Nebraska at 9 a.m. Central Time, and she'll be arriving to Sidney, Nebraska at 1:45 p.m. Mountain Time. The stops in between at Ogallala and Chapel. And Thursday, August 8th, she'll be departing Sidney, Nebraska at 8 a.m. Mountain Time and arriving at Cheyenne, Wyoming at 11:15 a.m. with a stop in between at Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. So everything mentioned before will be is always scheduled, is always subject to change. There may have already been some changes to it, so just don't take my word for that. But I didn't realize that I was wrong earlier. I was wrong. There is another extreme excursion. It's called Rail Giants Train Museum Excursion. Big Boy number 4014 will return to Southern California to lead a special passenger excursion on October 12th and October 12th to 13th, 2019. Details are still being determined. More information will be here at this link. Okay, I clicked on it. I hope to, within the next 5 years, be able to rail fan and catch the 4014. I almost said 44. I'm struggling here today. Yeah, so it doesn't look like this link wants to work. Oh, here it is. All right. So it says update on it. Union Pacific and R&LHS Southern California agreed to our excursion on Saturday and Sunday, October 12th and 13th. So it says more stuff about. So all this stuff is still being determined. So they're still determining what places that they're going to be going to, but it's going to be in Southern California. It'd be nice to actually see it. Yeah, it'd be very nice to see that. So, I mean that's one thing is just I'll be worried about is just how much it's going to cost me to get down there, because I'm not currently making any money off of YouTube. So, and I have a limited budget, and the money because I actually have a job right now. So the money I actually have is actually going towards my college, and that's where I'm going to be learning about like film and stuff like that. So, and that's pretty much that. So we are sitting on 34 minutes. Let us. Wow, we're pretty much spot on with the other time. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have really enjoyed this video, and just take care, and just I hope you've enjoyed this uncut version of Creator Films. And if you would like to be on the podcast for July 4th at Tweety World, all you need to do is comment below in the description, and I will be in communication with you. So that's for that, and if you want to do a podcast, just let me know and we'll get in touch. Thank you guys for watching. and have a great day.